You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 9th of March, 2026. It is 78 days after the winter solstice. It is 11 days before the spring equinox. Today is the 10th day of the American and Israeli war against Iran and Lebanon. The sun rises today at 7:17 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:06 p.m. The sun sets today at 6:56 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:23 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:54 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 42 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 66% full at midday. The moon rises today at 12:42 a.m., and then it sets at 9:54 a.m. The third quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 11th of March. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:45 a.m., 1 meter 37. In the morning, low tide, 9:02 a.m., 3 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 3:12 p.m., 1 meter 16. In the evening, low tide, 9:14 p.m., 15 centimeters. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware watershed, Cannonsville, 66% full. Papacton, 76%. Neversink, 72%. Rondout, 87%. The Catskill watershed, Schoharie, 24%. Ashokan, 80%. The Croton system, 99% full. In our shared realm of plants and animals, come the milder weather, and we have just spotted the first flying insect of the season. It was a hoverfly. Some hoverflies have black and yellow stripes on their abdomens, which makes them look like yellow jackets. However, their huge fly eyes and single wings give them away. Still, the markings may keep cautious birds at bay. Hoverflies are some of the earliest flies to emerge in the spring. Some can survive the winter in pupal form and emerge as full adults with the first thaw. They are an important pollinating species. Welcome back to the hoverflies. Commemorations. On this day in 1959, the Barbie doll was introduced at the American International Toy Fair in New York, which was held at the Toy Center at 200 Fifth Avenue. Barbie was the first children's doll in the United States to have an adult body, and she was the brainchild of Ruth Handler, who had co-founded the Mattel Company with her husband Elliot in 1945. One of the inspirations for Barbie was a West German doll named Bild Lilly. She was based on a cartoon character from the Bild newspaper, and she had been introduced in 1955. Bild Lilly, like Barbie, was a lithe, tall, sexy doll. She was originally largely marketed to adult men and was sold at tobacconists and newsagents. Ruth Handler had come upon Bild Lilly on a trip to Switzerland in 1956. Apparently, even Barbie is a lady with a history. Annals of Spaceflight. On this day in 1961, Sputnik 9 was launched into space by the Soviet Union. It had on board a dog named Chernushka, or Blackie, some mice, and a guinea pig. It made one orbit of Earth before it landed. During the landing, a full-sized mannequin of a human cosmonaut was ejected and drifted safely to the ground by parachute. Chernushka landed with the capsule, survived the flight, as did the mice and the guinea pig. On this day in 1964, the Supreme Court handed down its decision in the case of the New York Times versus Sullivan. In a unanimous decision, the court ruled that the First Amendment protected newspapers that sometimes print inaccurate statements. It made it clear that for a public figure to sue a paper for defamation, they had to prove not only that the facts had been incorrectly reported, but that the paper knew that they were printing a falsehood and did so maliciously. The ruling remains a key protection for our free press. Today marks the birthday of Amerigo Vespucci in 1451. He was an Italian cartographer and explorer from Florence. His accounts of travel to what he called the New World led the cartographer Martin Waldseemüller to name the two continents of the Western Hemisphere America. The name stuck. Go figure. Today we remember Yuri Gagarin, born this day in 1934. The Soviet cosmonaut was the first human being to visit outer space. He did so aboard the Vostok 1 on the 12th of April, 1961. The flight lasted just 108 minutes, but it made history. Today is Teachers' Day in Lebanon. It is traditional for pupils to give gifts to their teachers on this day. We hope in light of the ongoing war, there are schools open where this holiday is observed. And that is the Observatory, Monday the 9th of March, 2026.